with you today about how VIE has helped one hospital with one of their agreements in not only helping them reduce their costs, but really it was about constructing a negotiation strategy that gave them the opportunity to save $1 million more than they expected. So I'll give you a little bit of the background. This particular hospital had put an RFP out for equipment, technology, and services. And this RFP, in fact, they used a third-party company to help with the RFP. So all of the vendors had been vetted, all the negotiations had been completed, and they picked one company. That company was brought in then to supply chain, and another negotiation took place. Everything was analyzed and negotiated. They got further cost savings. At this time, we had been working with one of the departments within the hospital. In fact, it was the IT, and that review had to come through the department and through VIE Healthcare. So we looked at the agreement, the proposal, and all the different aspects, and we noticed that there was 40% of the spend that was not looked at in the RFP process. It was not looked at it when it came into the hospital to negotiate with the internal supply chain team, and basically it was at list price. And these were all the services. And interestingly enough, the services had a big part of the entire agreement, not just the capital or the software. It was really the services that went along with the implementation and years to follow. So we benchmarked the services, and there were multi-layers of pricing for the services. We benchmarked, and when we came back and made the presentation to the CIO, we had identified that the additional cost savings was over $1 million. And really, nobody could have believed at that point there was an additional $1 million of cost savings, because this had already been through RFP, it had been through internal negotiations, and really this was just a check mark to pass through to VIE Healthcare to ensure the pricing was good. So we identified an over $1 million cost savings, and we then had to now re-engage the company. And if you can imagine, they were not happy with that at all. And so we had to construct an intricate negotiation strategy in order to be able to make everybody internally feel comfortable with our numbers, which we did, and our benchmarking, because they had to be able to support the initiative. We also then had to agree on a strategy to go back to the vendor and all as a united front renegotiate and ask for $1 million. So as you can imagine, it wasn't easy. It took a little doing to get the internal team comfortable, and then to have the call. And but what was interesting is that once we made our client comfortable with our data, they began to feel confident and with us together renegotiate towards that $1 million. It was interesting because at one point we had gotten to about $600,000 in cost savings, and I thought, listen, I think we're good. And the team was like, no, if you found $1 million, we're going to go get $1 million. And so we kind of huddled back up. We were able to get some more data, and the additional data that we were able to get during the negotiation process supported the leadership to really make a hard line and say, we absolutely unequivocally need these price points. So the result was we got the $1 million, and that was the initial savings. Now it's had a subsequent year-over-year impact for the hospital, and they talk about it often. And they were very excited, if you can imagine, and together, VIE and our client accomplished something that probably was almost, it seemed impossible, but with a negotiation, a strategy, with support that we provide, with data and analysis and helping with the process, together we were able to achieve $1 million cost savings, and that's very meaningful for hospitals. So I welcome you to call me. We'd love to help you with one of your agreements to show you how we could save money and talk about our process. We can collaborate and achieve cost savings for you and your organization.